Maybe he's showing Arn a lesson. Maybe Arn isn't as good as we think.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is. It can go either way.
Anderson, how about this, fans? He's going up top. Flair tried to get him. He went to the nose, and he goes to the sleeper hold. And a Ric Flair counters. Middle turnbuckle. Oh.
Man, oh man.
There he goes again to the arm. The prelude to the hammerlock slam. Great execution from the enforcer. Oh my. Ric Flair begs off. Anderson keeps the onslaught on and drives the arm in. It's very obvious. Anderson wants the arm. Do you know the old Anderson trademark was to make him submit by pulling and tugging on the arm?
Find a spot that's soft that you can work on and don't let go of it.
The Anderson brothers used to dislocate so many shoulders, so many elbows, pull them out of joint, break arms. And you're seeing Arn Anderson smack onto his cousin, his close friend Ric Flair. 1, 2 count.
You know, sometimes their opponent's shoulders would be out so much. They'd be out of joint so bad, they were in so much pain they couldn't even tell the referee to quit. They couldn't even stop the match, and the Andersons knew it, and they just kept working on it till that man's usually career was over. His arm just used to hang there like a thread.
For Ric Flair, it's a trip down memory lane, having the arm worked on. There's a chop. Anderson, a hair takedown. A 2 count. And he continues to focus on that arm of Ric Flair. One simple strategy implied by the enforcer here. Hammer the arm.
See, now I'd have gone for Flair's leg. Because if you take his leg out, then he can't put you away with the figure 4.
Yeah, I think, you know, that's a good point, but I think there was special meaning here. I think it goes back to the Anderson roots, and Arn wanted to remind Ric Flair of his longtime family.
Just who he's in there with.
That's exactly right. Because when your arm hurts, more times than not, there's an Anderson pulling on it.
But there's the dirtiest player in the game.
Yeah, I tell you, you don't become 11-time world champion by not being able to take a lot of punishment. I've seen Ric Flair win matches when you thought he couldn't go any longer. He pulled down on the arm, and immediately Randy Anderson checks in because, no, you see him shaking his head. He said, no, Flair's staying in this one.
And I've managed both these men.
Yes,
I've been affiliated with them. I know what goes through their mind. I know how hard they work in that ring. I know how much they care about this great sport. And I know how much pride they have in themselves. And there's going to be nobody taking a back step here.
Not at all.
But Flair hasn't been the same since Hogan came on the scene. His mind has not been focused towards his business.
The center point of pro wrestling in the 1990s, you're looking at it, World Championship Wrestling. The fans are jam-packed in the Asheville Civic Center.
They're waiting for that cage to lower from the ceiling.
Yes, sir.
And they're waiting to see what's going to happen in this one. Tony, you got the mortgage up, you got the car up, you got the dogs up. Everything's on the line. Who would you bet on? Me? Yeah.
I'd bet on Ric Flair.
Of course, you've never liked your home or your pets.
Left hand. And again.
Here we go.
But don't deny the fire and the intensity Arn Anderson has had burning inside of him. Flair! He lured him into it. Ric Flair lured him into it, and he got him.
Like I said before, once you think you got Flair, he turns around and gets you, and vice versa for Arn Anderson. He may be playing possum also.
Flair went upside down. He suckered Arn Anderson to go to the top. And now look at the nature boy. Will he come up the top?
I thought I'd never see this. Flair coming off on Anderson.
Will.
This is like the Civil War, brother versus brother. The Confederacy. We got a problem, baby. The Yankees.
Anderson is down. And now the match has shifted.
I wouldn't kiss that woman with your lips, Tony.
Yeah. Oh, he measured him.
Oh, he certainly did.
You know, you talked about why is he taking the arms out instead of the legs? Maybe to try to soften the blow of the Ric Flair chop. I don't think it softened the blow at all that time. His arm's hurting, but he's still chopping away.
It's never over till that final bell rings for these two. You're not going to see anybody give up in this match.
No, Anderson's going to crawl for all he's worth back in the ring.
And if Flair gets that if he gets that figure 4 on Anderson, he's going to break his leg. The referee's going to have to stop it. And if Arn DDTs him, that's another thing. But neither of these men are going to give up.
All right.
These are men.
Classic Ric Flair. The man is down, the man is injured, and Ric Flair kicks it into high gear.
It was always when you saw one, you'd see the other. They were always so close together.
And they're very close right now. Inches apart, as a matter of fact. And they're going at it. Flair, there's a chop. I mean, he exploded his chest. You can see the sweat fly off of it. And Anderson hit the canvas hard. Uh-oh.
Things will never be the same,
Here's
Tony.
another classic Ric Flair move. Measures him for the knee to the head.
But Arn was smart enough to roll over on his stomach so he couldn't be in a pinning position.
That's right.
His bell's been rung. He's going to have a nice mouse above that eye tomorrow morning.
Flair covers 1, 2. He's got the ropes. 1, 2. Randy Anderson doing what he's supposed to do.
Flair's been out wrestling him here for the last 10 minutes.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Keep your mouth shut, kid.
Uh-oh. Having some words from fans now. But as the old cliche goes, can Arn Anderson, with this match, get the monkey off his back? Get rid of all the demons. Walk out from behind the shadow of Ric Flair.
Watch
He's fighting
this.
for all he's worth here.
He's just turned it up to maybe 8 or 9 on the burner.
Left hands, rocking the head of Ric Flair back. He's got Flair up against the ropes. Here he goes again. Into the corner. Back body drop.
He just threw him right out of the Smoky Mountains.
1, 2. Flair.
Right into the Apple Chain Mountains or whatever is over here. What else is over here?
Got a 2 count again.
Flair begging off. Randy Anderson holds the arm of Arn Anderson. I don't know if that was a low shot or not, but he's reprimanding Ric Flair right now. He's up in his face. Did you do that, Nature Boy? Did you cheap shot him? No, I didn't cheap shot him. I'm the Nature Boy.
Flair pulling himself up now. And he kicks on Anderson.
What do you think Schiavone, the Taskmaster's doing right now? I guarantee he's not worrying about what place the Red Sox is in.
Outside goes Arn Anderson again.
In and out, back and forth. And no one's really had a decisive edge here.
Oh,
Except there.
that chop that Ric Flair gives literally knocks you not only down, but up off your feet. I mean, there's so much force behind it.
He could take you out of your penny loafers. Oh, you wearing penny loafers with a tux.
Oh, it's comfortable, all right? Uh-oh, Ric Flair
I guess.
getting a head start. And Arn Anderson backdrops him on the floor.
Did you hear that splat?
Yes, I did.
Sounded like Sherry's lips touching Parker's.
And uh-oh, it's gone personal now. What was a great match in the ring is now exploding on the outside between the two.
Let me ask you something else.
Go ahead.
If Flair was to win this match, what would that prove? If Arn was to win this match, what would that prove?
Oh, I know what it was proving. I think Arn has much more to prove than Ric Flair does. And
Well, he
there's
does. You're right about that.
vertical suplex on the outside.
To destroy a friendship for what? For what?
Hey, to prove you're the best. For money. All right,
Oh,
Ric
now that
Flair.
makes sense. Now you're talking my kind of language.
Ric Flair,
Presidents.
remember, the winner a lot more than the loser on these big pay-per-view events in World Championship Wrestling.
Believe me, I know that.
On the inside now, here we go. Back in. Flair measures. That knocked his beard off.
Mr. Tyson, take a good look.
Wow.
You can learn something here.
Ric Flair, of course, dominated the 1980s in World Championship Wrestling. But he has not lost a step here in the 90s. They both hit hard. They are both down. They are both winded, as you can tell.
Look at, you can see the pain, you can see the agony, you can see the determination, you can see what this match has taken out of these two. It's not over yet. Not by a long shot. We'll be here till Nitro tomorrow night.
We may be.
what a program that's going to be.
From Johnson City, Tennessee, as we canvas across America on Nitro.
Arn's out on his feet. He's wobbly.